Hi everyone, welcome back. So now in this video, we are going to proceed further by starting the lab activity, validate lab environment. So as per our previous discussion, we are now going to look into the Power Platforms interface. We'll first explore the interface and then we will try to look how to create an environment and solution. So first of all, we are now required to sign up or to sign into the Power Platforms interface. So for doing that in our browser tab, we are now going to navigate to Power Apps .microsoft.com. So I'm just going to type in the specific URL. After navigating to the powerapps.microsoft.com page, we are now going to click on this try for free button. Here, after clicking try for free, we are needed to click over start building apps. And now it is going to ask us the email address with which we would want to sign in or to sign up to our Microsoft Power Apps. So say I'm just going to provide my business account over here. You can provide yours. So let me just type in quickly. And then I'm just going to click on next. The moment it will identify my business account, it is going to show me the sign in button. So I can click on sign in from here. And once after my account has been identified, I'll be able to click on get started. Now, once after I have signed in, I will be navigated to this Power Apps Maker portal, which is make.powerapps.com. So basically, this is considered as a home page from where we can create our all the Power Platform components, be it our Power Apps, our Power Automated Flows, chatbots, our data verse tables, solutions, and so many more other things. So now that we have navigated to the home page from where we have to get started, but before we proceed with creation of the app, the very first thing that we are needed to do is to create an environment. But the environment are not going to be get created over here. It will be created from Power Platform Admin Center. But before we can navigate to Power Platform Admin Center, if you can clearly just notice over here at the top, environment is mentioned as my tenant name as default. So this was the default environment I was discussing through the slides, that it is an automatically created environment the moment we are signing up to our Power Apps. But we do not really work in the default environment to store all our Power Platform components. We tend to create a separate environment for such procedure. So now let's see how we can create that. So as I mentioned, we need to navigate to Power Platform Admin Center for doing so. So for doing and navigating to Power Platform Admin Center, we are just required to click on the settings icon or the gear icon over here. And under this, we will be getting this admin center link. The moment we are going to click on that admin center link, we will be navigated to another tab opening admin.powerplatform.microsoft page, which is our Power Platform admin center page. Once after we reach over here, this will be the place where all our environments will be managed and created. So now from the left hand side, now we are going to click on environments, which is going to show us the list of the environments with which we are associated. Now I'm going to create one new environment from here. But before we can actually create a new environment, I hope by now all of us are aware of the problem statement or the business scenario we are following up. Basically, we are going to work as a Power Platform app developer or an app maker for an organization that has multiple college campus buildings. Now, every day they might be facing in some of the issues related to their different equipments, the furnitures, and the different other elements present in the campus buildings. And now the internal people are not very much sure to whom to register those issues or report those issues. So now what they would want an interface from where all these issues could be reported in. So like for an example, if in a particular building some door or window is broken, so they would want to report that issue, and once after reporting it, the concerned authority or the department can look into the issue and can resolve it. So we have thought of creating a Power Platform solution for them, a full-fledged solution along with the apps, flows, and a Power BI report. But before we can do that, the first thing that we need to do is to create an environment. So now let's try and create one of the environment over here. Let's say I'm going to go with creating a production environment over here, just because I do have the associated license with me. So let's see how to create that. So I'm just going to click on plus new. Under this new environment pane, I'm going to give some name to my environment. Say I'm giving college campus trial. Then region, by default, it took my region for the business account, because as we all know, environments are always deployed geographically. Then for the type drop down, I'm gonna go and select production. Purpose is optional. If you would want to provide some description about the environment that you're creating, you can definitely provide it, but that's not the compulsory or required field that we have to fill in. Then next we have toggle add or Dataverse data store. So which I'm going to mark it as yes, because I would want to initiate a Dataverse database once after the environment will get created. So I'm just going to mark that toggle to yes, and the rest of the things I'm going to leave it as it is. And I'm going to click on next. In the next window, it is going to ask few more other settings. So language and currency, I'm going to keep it as it is. For security group, I'm going to go and select none over here. Basically, the security groups helps us in providing the access of this environment only to a certain people in the organization. But right now, I would want to keep this environment open. I do not want to restrict it from anyone as of now. We will look into it later on, but initially, I'm just going to go it, make it open. So I'll click on plus select. Under open access, I'll select none, and I will click on done. And the rest of the selections, I'm going to keep it as it is. I'm not going to make any changes to it. So I'm just going to hit save. After a few seconds, I will be able to see my newly created environment will appear in the list. So it shows the name of the environment, the type, the state. State is right now, however, preparing, but after a minute or so, you can click on refresh from the top, and then you will be able to see the state will say ready over here. So this is how now we have successfully created our new environment. So throughout the course, whatever Power Platform development we are going to do, we will be using this college campus trial environment to manage all our Power Platform components. So that was about the environment creation. Now let's move to the second aspect that we have to cover in this particular video, that was the solution creation. So we have already discussed about the solutions, that these are going to help us in packaging the elements under a single folder. So now to create a solution, we have to navigate back to the Power Apps Maker portal. So I think this tab was already opened in one of my previous tabs. So I just selected that Power Apps Home tab. Coming over here, first thing that we need to do is to switch our environment, because whatever solution that I would want to create is going to be the part of the environment that I have just now created. So to switch my environment, at the top where the name of my default environment is written, I'm just going to click over it. And the moment I'll click over it, it is going to show us the list of the environment. And this is the environment that I have created. So I'm just selecting college campus trial over here. And as I mentioned throughout the course, we will be using this environment to manage all our Power Platform components. Now, let's try to create a solution. So to create a solution, from the left hand side, I'm just going to select solutions from here. It is going to show us the list of the existing solution that I'm having in my environment. But these are the default ones. But we are not going to use the default ones. Instead, we will be creating a new one. So I'll click on plus new solution. You can just think it in a way that we are creating a new folder, and inside which we will be later on storing all our Power Platform components. So I'm clicking on plus new solution. In this new solution window, I'm just going to give it a name, say College Campus Care. For the publisher, even the publisher, you can create a new one, because it is something that will help us in identifying the elements of the solution uniquely. So I'm just clicking on plus new publisher. And for the publisher, I am just going to give, say, campus. Name also I'm giving campus only. Prefix also, say, um, I'm giving this as cam only. And by default, the choice value prefix is given. And now I'm just going to hit save. Now, once after I have saved creating publisher, this time if you will click on the publisher drop down, you will be having this new campus publisher showing up. So you can select it. Since this is the first time we are creating the solution, so version I'm keep it to the root version only. And then I'm just going to hit create. And the moment we will click on create, our new solution College Campus Care will get created. So this is what our College Campus Care solution is. Right now it says we didn't find anything to show here. Well, that's because we haven't created anything inside it. But if you will click on this back icon, this time in the list of the solutions, you will be able to see your college campus solution created. You can anytime open it, and you can get started with the creation of your different elements of Power Platform directly from here. So that was all about our first lab activity, in which we saw how to sign up to the Power Platform, how to create a new environment and a solution inside it. Thank you so much.